Hi, it's Charlie from Minty. Just checking in from Thailand this week, taking some downtime, but I wanted to make a quick video because one of our campaigns has just been nominated for a European Search Award. So I'm going to run you through the results, the process, and hopefully give you some insights that you can take away and implement for your own digital PR campaigns. So quick background on the client. Holded are one of Spain's biggest electronic invoicing companies, and they also do a lot of business management type stuff for small to medium sized businesses based in Barcelona. We were contracted by them to deliver digital PR campaigns, to build backlinks, get media coverage, and basically start a conversation and increase the client's visibility. So why this worked? There were a few reasons behind it, but what we did to create the campaign is we interviewed and surveyed over 3,000 entrepreneurs, small to medium-sized businesses, and basically around lots of different topics, around anything from the struggles that businesses have in Spain trying to grow, any obstacles that are in their way, and even just like general aspirations of the younger workforce, and what their kind of business entrepreneurial aspirations are as a whole. And we got a lot of responses, and we got a lot of really detailed information which we collected from first party data and also from Facebook ads. We then drove the traffic into Typeform, and once we had all the results, we were very easily able to export that and then use our data analysis team to be able to feed through it and pull out some key findings. What we ended up with were two separate campaigns. I have translated these into English because I know that a lot of the audiences are in English, but this whole thing was in Spanish. So we ended up pulling two campaigns from this, the study on entrepreneurship in Spain and also the challenge of the digitalization of Spanish SMEs. So there were tons of key findings that we got from this, and some of the most interesting ones I found were only 18% of businesses in Spain felt like they had a sufficient online presence. There's a lack of resources for especially women between the ages of 18 to 24 in Spain to be able to start their own businesses. 86% of businesses were unaware of certain government incentives that were targeted around actually financing companies and supporting them throughout growth. And also only 19% of online businesses were aware of mandatory laws that were requiring electronic invoicing from 2024. With all of these key findings, we were able to tie this back to the product, and ultimately, rather than just create a campaign that was designed around links, it was also providing value, education, awareness, and a really unique piece based on the data that we got. So once we had those key findings, the Holded team built these beautiful landing pages, which were part of our outreach strategy. So we just put all the key findings into a landing page like this, all really nicely laid out, broken down by regions, broken down by a number of different things. I'll share the links in the video to this so you can all take a look through in your own time. But once these were created, we were able to go away and then prepare our media lists for the companies that we were going to outreach to. One thing that was really important on this was making sure that whether we were targeting the nationals or regionals, making sure that based on the findings that we had, whether X% of people had this in Alicante or 25% of people had this in Catalonia, we made sure that every press release that we outreached was tailored towards those regions, and the nationals, of course, were just a bit more of a general overview of the findings. Now, what was really good about this was that the campaign was picked up straight away. It was really, really relevant to the actual brand we were working with as well, and we picked up, I think it was around 40 links from this campaign, and you'll see here, some of the publications that we built these in were El Mundo, one of Spain's biggest papers, DA80, Infobay, DR85, 84, 80. We got picked up on the Huffington Post. There's just tons and tons of links here. And it wasn't just, links that we were building from this. We were also featured on one of Spain's biggest banks' podcasts. They featured some of the key findings from it, gave us a brand mention, gave us a backlink. So, the results from this campaign were absolutely incredible. And, this tied in with the SEO strategy that the team were running with Holded as well. We worked with them to make sure there was correct internal linking in place, and there was some kind of SEO value behind what we were doing as well. And you can see from the SEO results that in the past year, since we've been kind of working on this, organic keywords in the top 10 have shot to an all-time high. If I just filter it by keywords in the top 10, that jump's incredible. nearly 9,000 keywords in the top 10 there. Lots of them, product related, a lot of them service related, and ultimately these surveys that we built, outside of the SEO results and outside of the backlinks and the coverage, we were also able to give these surveys to the product development team, and using the findings such as the fact that only 18% of businesses in Spain are aware of the fact that they need to be using electronic invoicing in 2024, they're able to take that and obviously position their product, because that's what they do, electronic invoicing, and build their own marketing campaigns around that as well. Overall the campaign was a massive success. I think the key takeaways that I'd say that you could use for this now is that if you're building a digital PR campaign for your clients, make sure that what you're building is relevant to the brand. There's so many different ideas you can do. It doesn't have to be just a generic campaign just to get links. You want to make sure that you're using primary data, because that enables you to be able to provide insights that no one else can provide. And also, when you're building these campaigns, make sure you get the SEO teams on board, so you can you can work together and basically get the most out of what you're paying for when you're working with an agency or working with an in-house team. But I hope you found it useful. There's a link to the case study on our website that has a bit more information about the campaign. But yeah, any questions, just feel free to drop me a message. I'm pretty easy to contact. So hope you learned something today, and have a great rest of your week. Thank you.